Good afternoon, YouTube people. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination and Fortune Telling the Magi Method. You can find the book worldwide on Amazon in Kindle and paperback versions. You can find the full color card deck used here on Etsy/Magi Method. If you like the video, please subscribe. This afternoon we want to look at George H.W. Bush. Okay, George Bush, he just passed, and there's lots of people saying wonderful things about him. So we kind of want to look at what's really there. We want to kind of look under the surface and see if we see anything. I'm really wondering if George Bush, there's several ways to say this, I'm wondering if George H.W. Bush was Illuminati. If he was part of the New World Order. He was a big proponent of the New World Order. Okay, and New World Order is a very dangerous thing, and for a long time Americans were really against it. One world government, one world religion, one world currency. That's when the Antichrist comes and everybody dies. Okay, he was a proponent of the New World Order, big time. Was he chosen from birth? Did he make a pact with the devil? There's just some strange things. And here's some stuff in this photo. This is Barbara Bush, his wife. They say that, look how similar she looks to Aleister Crowley. A lot of people say she's the granddaughter of Aleister Crowley. She kept a fetus, one of her babies that didn't survive. She kept it in a jar in the house, and this came up in an interview. It's very strange. And George Bush is quoted, George H.W. Bush, "If the American people ever find out what we've done, they would chase us down the street and lynch us." Okay, H.W. was a member of the Skull and Bones Society at Yale. Definitely a proponent of the New World Order. I can read you a quote on that. This is George H.W. "We have before us the opportunity to forge for ourselves and for future generations a new world order. A world where the rule of law, not the law of the jungle, governs the conduct of nations. When we are successful, and we will be, we have a real chance at this new world order, an order in which a credible United Nations can use its peacekeeping role to fulfill the promise and vision of the UN's founders." The UN is just terrible at everything. They're destroying Europe right now. Okay, so he was also, he may have been present, George H.W. may have been present for the shooting of Kennedy, John F. Kennedy in Dallas, Texas. It was proven that a George Bush who was in the CIA was physically present there. And he just said, "Oh no, that's another George Bush in the CIA." And he said, "Oh, I was not part of the CIA." He became head of the CIA. This man was head of the CIA. John Kennedy wanted to eliminate the CIA. This man became head of the CIA, and there was a George Bush present at the shooting of John F. Kennedy. A young man, Paul Bonatti, was sex trafficked as a child. He received a $1 million federal damages award for his abuse. He testifies that he saw George H.W. at several of these sex parties. Okay, and one time he was with a young black male, and then another time he was with a young white male. So, a lot of questions. Is George H.W., just sort of generally, is George H.W., let's do a mini Celtic, is George H.W., what's his character? What's his personality? What's his character? Let's just take a look. Character and personality. Olive tree, earthquake, angel, diamond ring, city. Wow, that's about right. Wow. Look at that. Look at what's hiding on the bottom there. Interesting. It's kind of what I expected. You know, if somebody's living a double life, you're going to see those kind of cards. So character and personality. Let's get sort of a general overview here. Okay, 6 clubs, olive tree, very deeply rooted. Earthquake. Okay, this is a great demonic card. This is a great demonic card. These are demonic cards. Okay, so what I'm going to expect to see, if this man is living a double life, then I'm going to expect to see really hot and cold. Demonic cards mixed with cards like this. And that's what I'm seeing. Demonic cards, angelic cards. Demonic, angelic, very clever. So I'm seeing exactly kind of what I expected to see if George H.W. is living a double life. So he has a very, very solidly rooted in destruction. Deeply rooted in destruction in his family tree. That's what I'm asking. Is he Illuminati? Was he tapped from birth to lead and destroy? You know, ultimately, they're trying to destroy the world and bring the Antichrist. And if the American people ever find out what we've done, they'd chase us down the street and lynch us. I didn't actually know that was George Bush who said that. I've said that to people. You know, in terms of people who do bad things, I've quoted that, and I had no idea where that quote came from. Okay, so it's like he's tapped to do this from birth, which is, I'm going to ask this again more specifically. Angel on the bottom. Okay, they keep a perfect public image, perfect, like an angel. This can also be a child. Okay, and like I said, I know some of these Hollywood people, and they keep their images spotless. Harvey Weinstein is a very good example. He's a man who was thanked more often than God himself at these award shows, and is that a spotless image? You bet. But we all know what Harvey Weinstein was doing now, don't we? Okay? Bill Cosby is another one. He kept a spotless image, but look at what he was doing. Okay, so HW, he's going to keep an angelic image, a good character references everything. Behind, so good character and responsible. You can trust him. On top is city is what the people think. This is the public. And near future executioner and fox. That's interesting. So this is about character. This came up for Meghan Markle in my last reading. Character. Okay. Executioner is somebody who really will do anything. And fox executioner, this is like the worst kind of energy. This is like he can do things that you can't imagine without any emotion. Both of these cards are very unemotional. The fox uses more of the circumstances. The executioner just gets right to the point and is very direct. So those in combination are just really deadly cards. In addition, these were hiding on the bottom. No veil and 2 spades. Broken relationship, hidden broken relationships, stopped. These are just demonic cards. These are when I do reading on demons and such, these are the kind of cards that will show up. This is the energy. This is demonic energy. All of this over here is demonic energy, but he's showing as an angel, and everybody's raving about what a good person he was. Was HW tapped from birth to be a new world order leader? Or did this just happen? Okay, was he actually like chosen from birth? I'm trying to figure out how organized these folks are. Was HW chosen from birth to be a New World Order leader? Okay. Strength. Is that clear? Yeah. Hand in hand, scapegoat, and Jacob's ladder. It's a progression up the ladder to ascend to the very top. Jacob's ladder goes all the way to heaven. Rooted for this illness, planted for this illness among the many people. Planting illness among the many people. Rooting the strong illness among the many. 14 plus 11, 25. 7 hearts. 7 hearts is Star of Bethlehem. Written in the stars to go to the very top to sow this destruction, this great illness in the people. Yeah, he was chosen basically from birth. Is HW a pedophile? Was he an active pedophile? Because all of these really satanic people are going to be doing terrible things to children. And the reason for that is because that is the most awful way to mar the image of God, is to do things to the innocent, the very innocent people. So people who molest children are always demonic. They just are. Okay. Also, every drug addict I've ever met is demon possessed. Just going to throw that out there. They are possessed by demons. But anyway, so was he a pedophile? Cornucopia, butterfly, cup overflowing, high tower. That's interesting. All right, we're going to have to move these up because we're just too low. Okay. Okay, is he a pedophile? Butterfly, very light and flirtatious. Cup overflowing can be a drunkenness card. Cornucopia, all the things of the flesh. High tower. 15, 5 diamonds. Yeah, so to ascend and to have all of the things, he did this because of power. This was the road to power for him. This was the road to power. So filling up all the things of the flesh. And he was just... This is not showing that he's kind of an addict or anything like that. This is showing like a business decision. Okay, so I have to molest children. Okay, so I'll molest children. I mean, if that's what my satanic handlers want, then I'll molest children. And that's this energy. Okay, Executioner and Fox can just act without any kind of feelings and without engaging their emotions at all. So if he needs to show that he's going to molest young boys to please his handlers, then he'll do it. Let's ask. Did Bush make a pact with Satan? Okay, I'm trying to get down to this Illuminati thing, and we're gonna see if the cards want to prove it or disprove it. Did Bush make a pact with Satan? Woman, Mother Earth, hamster wheel, Lovers. Woman, Mother Earth, Hamster Wheel. This is a long, long journey. This is a close relationship. 24, 34. 33 is 9 hearts, 9 diamonds. Communicating love, Earth. Doesn't look... I'm not sure what to make of this. Did he make a pact with Satan? I'm not seeing satanic cards here. I'm going to go with no, he did not officially, but these cards are very strange here. It does not, he did not consciously do so. He did not consciously do so. He's also accused of being a serial killer. He was in the Skull and Bones. He attended the what's it called? Where is it? He attended the Bohemian Grove. Let's just ask if Bush is a hybrid. Is HW a hybrid? So he got some alien blood in him. HW a hybrid. Coffin. Sun. King of Hearts. Heart. Is HW a hybrid? These are the kind of cards. This coffin always shows up when I ask this question. Sun can be yes, man, sun, man. It's man and death, man and coffin. Yes, man plus death. 5 and 13 is 5 diamonds. 18, 5 diamonds. Okay, if you're from the stars, you're going to get 5 diamonds. From the stars down to earth. Death and man. So yeah, I think he is a hybrid. Interesting. So he didn't make like a pact with Satan, but he is a hybrid, and he's getting some very strange cards over here. Is Barbara related to Aleister Crowley? Barbara Bush, is she related to Aleister Crowley? We can see that. Okay. Ruler, that's the man, devil man. Aleister Crowley was said to be the wickedest man who ever lived. Okay, devil man. Evil man. Related to the evil man, joined by blood, related to the evil man. So yes, she is related to Aleister Crowley. Okay, so there are some very deep connections here. There's some very, very deep connections. Yeah, so there are some deep connections. There are some deep connections. Let's kind of review what we've got. We've got a lot of cards on the table. So this is Bush's character, okay? And if he's kind of like he's gonna I'm looking for a dual personality, hot and cold, okay? And that's exactly what I see. These are the worst cards. These are the best cards. The worst and the best. He's showing a combination of the worst and the best cards, and it's all about, On the Mind is all about public image. Public image is an angel, okay? And then there's all these weird cards on the bottom. He can do anything. He can use the situation, and he can take very strong actions. I mean, you kind of want personality types. People at the top are able to really get it done. Okay, it's not about their feelings. It's not like what they're talking about. They don't have a headache. They're just going to get it done. And everyone at the top can really get it done. And I've met some of these people. They can really get it done. And anytime I read like one of these famous actors or something, including Meghan Markle, they get like the Executioner and the Fox always, because they can really get it done. So that's not necessarily a bad thing, but the combination of these cards says that he really has a dual personality. No veil and broken chalice. He's completely separated from his emotions. And there's a very deep hidden part of him. Yeah. So he's kind of, he can definitely be a demonic personality. Was he chosen from birth? That's this one. Was he chosen from birth? Okay. Strength, hand in hand, scapegoat. And this adds 14, 25, 7 hearts. He was kind of on this, by many hands, he was chosen to bring this new world order, this illness of the new world order that sows the seeds of destructions. So yeah, it is strongly in him. He was tapped. Not necessarily would he make it so high, but he was tapped for this. Is he a pedophile? Okay, it's just business for him. He's able to completely separate his emotions. It's just business for him. He does it kind of very casually, and it's just business. But he'll take the drugs, he'll molest it, he'll show that he's willing to do that for his handlers. Did he make a pact with Satan? Okay, this doesn't look like a pact with Satan to me. This looks like earth-based religion, okay? And something I would notice is all of the demonic gods are actually goddesses. They worship the goddess. Okay, and they say things like God is a woman, and we should get into this at some point, but the God himself is a very male energy. Okay, and so the room that is left is more feminine energy, and that's why those on the other side of the Goetia are always talking about the goddess. This is very much goddess, very pagan energy. Okay, he's not specifically a devil worshiper, but it's very pagan. Is he a hybrid? Yes, he is a hybrid. He's got death and man. These are the kind of cards. Ace of Diamonds is a yes. He is a hybrid. And it goes all the way to 5 diamonds, all the way into heaven. He came down from heaven all the way to heaven. Is Barbara Bush related to Aleister Crowley? Yeah, she's bound through blood to this evil man. So there's some very deep and very long-standing ties to the Bushes. Yeah. There's some weird stuff going on there. There's the public image and, and the great president man. Okay, but if the American people ever find out what we did, they would chase us down the street and lynch us. That's a quote. So he's very much a dual personality. He's very much kind of he's one of these Illuminati people. He is one of these Illuminati people, and he was backed by the Illuminati, and he's a destructive force in society, and he was intended to be, and that's how I see it. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination and Fortune Telling, The Magi Method. You can find the book worldwide on Amazon and Kindle and paperback versions. You can find the full color card deck used here on Etsy/Magi Method. If you like the video, please subscribe.